Hey everybody, Spaceman Spiff here with episode 32 of Spaceman Climbs, and this one is going to be an Orc versus Orc on Tidewater Glades. And this is a game I played just yesterday, I believe, maybe 2 nights ago, and I did play it live on stream, so some of you might have seen it. But it's an interesting game. I got to do something, well, it showcases something I've been experimenting with a little bit. Not necessarily as Orc, but in my second hero choice and in my answer to the Blademaster. So I thought this game would be kind of interesting to post a replay on. I wonder if any of you have any thoughts on it by the end. I'll ask this again, but let me know, because I think there might be something to what I end up experimenting with. I'm not going to tell you just yet. I'll let the game advance to that point. But for now, let me know what you think at the end of the game. Either way, I've started with a standard opening. I built my altar, then burrow. The difference is that I'm now going to go to wood. I'll fill up my gold mine eventually, but I'm ultimately going to be teching before I build my barracks. I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided if I'm going to build a barracks. I am going to tech and then reassess once I've done some scouting with my Farseer harass. That's my game plan. If you've watched any of my other Orc games, I think you'll know that that is something I like to do a lot. A lot of harassment / scouting with the Farseer while I tech or do something kind of sneaky at my base, because you just get so much map control early game with the Farseer. I really, really like playing that kind of strategy. So here he comes, the Farseer. I have now filled up my gold mine. I think I'm going to get to 17 of food peons, and then I'm going to tech. So I will actually be teching this game before my Farseer even comes out of the altar, which is, you know, definitely an incredibly greedy strategy, but it's something that I think you can get away with if you do it now and then on ladder against a player you don't have any history with. Obviously, if my opponent knows that I'm going to be teching this hard, it can be very hard to get away with, but if I can keep my opponent pinned in his base with a Farseer and he doesn't really have any reason to suspect to tech this hard, then hopefully I can try and get away with it. So that's my thought process here. And yeah, so my tech is already underway. My Farseer is going to come out. And immediately I summon wolves because I want to scout. So this wolf is going to go here. I'm going to send this wolf to the top base and my Farseer to the middle. And this way, no matter what, I'll know which, or I'll be in the closest possible position to get to whichever base he is at. And I did see his hero here. I see a grunt here, and I see that he's right beside me. So this is a bunch of things going on. Number one, he turned around, so now the Blademaster, whose blade is way out here for some reason, and the grunt are turning to chase my Farseer. I want him to chase my Farseer, that's fine by me. I don't want him in my base. I don't want him knowing that I've teched this hard. I see that his Voodoo Lounge is going up, so this is prime location for me. If I can get my wolves and my Farseer here, I can probably take this down. And an Orc player, specifically a Blademaster player without a Voodoo Lounge, is significantly weaker. Third thing you're going to see me do is I'm going to build a barracks. So because I now know that it's close spawn, because I now know that he's got a grunt here, he's probably got another grunt coming out, I don't want to get bowled over. The risk of him scouting me and coming and just killing me because there's nothing I can do about it is too great. So very shortly you'll see me queue up a barracks. I also have my war mill here and a burrow. So my Farseer shows up, I'm going to go straight for the Voodoo Lounge, and I think I'll be able to cancel it this time. Over here, there's my barracks, in a terrible position, but hopefully I'll be able to get it up. Because, again, his Blademaster and his Grunts are going to be focused on my Farseer and the Wolves. Excuse me. So I did cancel the Voodoo Lounge once. I'm going to save this wolf, run my hero and the other wolf back in, and I'm going to cancel the Voodoo Lounge again. Yep. Just keep him busy, and now my tech is definitely catching, like getting a significant lead. I remembered to build my own Voodoo Lounge, which is always nice. And yeah, my tech is about halfway done by the time he jumps into his, so I'm doing really well there. He's got a bigger army than me, but I have, no, I don't even have a grunt on the way yet. So he still has the advantage there, but just with the Farseer alone, I'm able to keep him completely pinned in his base. And you can tell I'm getting under his skin too, right? Like there goes the Voodoo Lounge again. He's fed up with this. He's trying to run his Blademaster over to the item shop, but he can't find the time. There he goes. And actually, he might be coming to cut me off. He probably cuts me off right here. There he goes. Okay, I was wrong. He didn't cut me off. He got the boots. Now he's going to chase me down. I'm going to probably overcommit at this point. Boots of speed are really good. I can't outrun him anymore. So I send my wolves to take out the Voodoo Lounge. I think my Farseer is going to inevitably die at this point. I decide not to teleport out. I don't think it's worth it. And I at least save these two wolves. I don't overcommit them either. So I did lose my Farseer. Let's see how much experience he got total. He got around there, so he probably got a wolf or two along with my Farseer. So that's not the greatest harass on my part, but still, he's delayed. Still, he has no Voodoo Lounge. And I was able to get away with a really intense tech. What am I doing here? There we go. So now I've got my Farseer coming out, and I'm going to pick up a second hero here. I believe I'll pick it up right now. Blademaster comes in to harass me, but he can't do a whole lot. I got a Firelord, so this is what I want to talk about. So this is the thing that I think is kind of I want to experiment with against a Blademaster, because I'm not going to get Lava Spawn first or Incinerate. I got Soulburn, and it's kind of we're going to see how it plays. That's what I just got. That's my skill 1, and that's how I'm going to play out the rest of the game. Because it silences for 6 seconds. At level 1, it's 6 seconds on a hero, I believe. And it silences. It does 100 damage over a period of time. So it's not a lot of damage, but 100 damage. And it reduces attack damage by 50%. And I don't think it's like damage plus items. I think it's just base damage that's reduced by 50%. But that's still massive against a Blademaster, right? So I want to try it against a Blademaster and see if I can just kind of take him out of the fight that way, make him susceptible to focus fire. It's kind of similar to using Scout, like constant reveal on him. It's something that there might be, like there could be something there, right? Those are 3 really useful things against a Blademaster. Damage reduction, silence, and damage. So I keep my peons alive here. I think he might get this one. I do cast Soulburn on him, so I cast it a little prematurely. I think he's going to be able to get out, but just barely. If I had waited 1 more second, I would have gotten the kill there. And I did manage to push my opponent back. I only have 1 grunt. I am definitely ahead in tech. Let's check. He's almost hitting tier 2. My Spirit Lodge is 3/4 up. That's about it. He is ahead in grunts, but now I do have some grunt production to match him. And I build some more peons because I'm really strapped for lumber right now. So here we go. I'm coming back in. I want to maintain pressure. I am behind in terms of army, so if I can keep the fight at his base and keep my tech going and exploit that as much as possible, I'm going to. So here I come. I'm able to micro pretty effectively against these grunts. There's a lot of damage output from my Farseer and Firelord. And the grunt is going to escape, and I think I'm going to turn to fight this Blademaster, because the boots of speed are really starting to become a pain in these small skirmishes. So I should have used Soulburn earlier there. Now I'm going to cast it, I'm sure. And my Farseer is going to teleport out, but I get the kill. He couldn't Windwalk. Damage over time. He probably could have teleported, but I don't know if that's... Does he even have his teleport? Oh, he died, right. Oops. Let's speed it up again. Okay. So I had to teleport out. I used that healing potion prematurely for sure. I definitely didn't need to do that, but it was kind of a panic moment. Oh, there's a grunt here I should bring in. And I think I'm going to start researching Shaman Adept training, because I'm going to work towards Bloodlust. Because if I can get there ahead of him, Bloodlust is so effective, right? Bloodlust, before he has enough dispel to deal with my constant casting of the spell, is going to be really problematic in grunt versus grunt battles. So that's my thought process there. I come in, I decided to try and cancel the Spirit Lodge, but I think it's going to be tough. My heroes are both at kind of low health. Oh no, I succeed in canceling it. That's good. Blademaster appears though, and now I have to be very careful again. Immediately he goes for my Farseer. Immediately I start focus firing as well. Soulburn, so probably premature again this time. But still, I scare him off. He has to run away. And a Beastmaster appears, so that was an interesting choice. I think the Beastmaster was kind of a panic in his spot. But that's something that happens when you put on pressure with something like a Firelord. Your opponent's also going to react to something kind of wonky sometimes. Either way, the Beastmaster is playing right into my hands because I've already started the Shaman tech. So I've now got Purge and Adept training, so I'm going to build these before I even get Bloodlust out. Otherwise, I would have waited till I was... maybe not. Maybe not. I'm so far to go in the tech that I probably would have built some Shaman anyway. So I'm trying to keep the pressure up. The Spirit Lodge is still not up. If I can cancel it again, that would be nice. But again, the Blademaster appears on my hero, starts hacking away at the Farseer, so I've got to start putting damage on him as well. And I summon my units, get the grunts on him. Probably should have cast Soulburn there, but I waited too long. So the timing of it is still messing with me. But here, Soulburn... Oh, I was too late again. He got away with the Windwalk. But where is he? He's here. He's got minus 19 damage. So that is so good, right? That's so good. That subtracts from critical strike, and that subtracts from the Orc army damage output in general. It's really useful, I think. So I retreat. I'm going to heal up, regroup my units, get my first 2 Shaman together, and probably move out again. I think that's the play here. Let's just give it a second. So yeah, I'm healing up. I use some clarity potions. Still only 2 unit-producing buildings, a barracks and a Spirit Lodge. I've now got my second Shaman, and he's coming to attack me, and he's got some headhunters, which I thought were kind of interesting. I immediately purged the Quillbeast. He's going straight for my hero again. I use Soulburn, and force the Blademaster back. He turns to take out my Shaman. I micro them. I'm able to purge the Quillbeast twice. I think the second purge is obviously not necessary, but it worked out for him. Or it worked out for me there. And he retreats. He lost. I think over there, that fight definitely, he came out on top. I might have killed 2 summons where he killed 1 Shaman. Not so bad. I was able to push the Blademaster back. And usually the Blademaster should be running amok in this kind of game against a Farseer and a Firelord, you'd think. But he's not able to do really anything. He's still level 1. I've managed to keep him completely pinned. It would be nice, there he's starting to get this, because he knows Bloodlust is coming, but if I can catch him off guard, even if he has this 1 Spirit Walker with Adept training, that's how many of the spells is he going to have? Maybe 2? And that's not going to be enough to keep up with 3 Shaman, which have it on autocast. That's just not going to be enough. I should have Pillage. That would have been nice, but it's okay. So the fight starts. He's going for a grunt, so he's finally decided not to go straight for my hero, but I'm still going for his. I used Soulburn there again and was too late. But look, my Farseer is alive right now because Soulburn is going to reduce the damage. Well, then it was that. But still. Turn to focus the Beastmaster. Purge is going to come in handy here as well. Got the hero kill with it. Purge is such a great spell. I think it's underused. Shaman in general are underused, just like Necromancers. I firmly believe that. And now I'm chasing him around. It's starting to look pretty heavily in my favor, I think. I have a Grunt over here keeping vision. I pick up a Tinker because I just want to maintain pressure at this point, and the factory is so good at that. I'm just going to stand in front of his base and slowly beat down on these buildings. And I don't think there's anything he can do about it at this point. So I come in. Blademaster's at full health. He's going to go straight for a hero again, I believe. There, he's going for the Farseer. I turn, look for the surround, and then I cast Soulburn, and now he can't run away. He doesn't even have the mana for Windwalk, but he wouldn't have been able to Windwalk had he had the mana, and I do get away with a win there. So I'm gonna watch it one more time really quickly. I want to watch it from his perspective to see if it really got in his way all that much, the Soulburn. But I think there's definitely some potential there, especially because my usage of it in this game was not great. I think I used it too late a couple times, I used it too early a couple times, I didn't use it at all a couple times. So the timing of it is definitely something I have to get used to. But it just makes... Oh, look at that, he scouted me and didn't see. What was I saying? The timing of it is something... Excuse me, I have to get used to. But all 3 of the effects of Soulburn just seem so effective against the Blademaster. So he's trying to get his stuff up. He's chasing me around. Chasing me around. Chasing me around. Not having a good time. Not doing what he wants to do. He's got 1 kill so far. Okay, so he had 1 wolf kill and a hero kill. That's what got him to this experience. Not so bad. Not terrible on my part. Obviously, I would rather not lose my hero. But he comes in. I don't think I lose anything here. Nope. Soulburn. So he obviously wanted to win block right now. Right. If I had used that a second later, he came out with 18 health. It took literally 1 more attack from a burrow or a grunt, potentially, maybe 2, I guess, to kill him. So it would have been very effective there had I used it just a little bit later. Putting on pressure here, not much. Okay. He's got the Windwalk mana, and he uses his mana before it. So again, if I had muted him there, it would have been effective, and I would have been able to get away. I was too late on it and got the kill anyway. But again, it would have been effective there had I been good at the game and used it properly. Big cancel. Alright. Where's the next Soulburn? Just watching for the Soulburns right now. Okay, he has enough mana for Windwalk. I focus fire, uses it before I'm ready. He attacks. Again, he was too fast for me again. But if he had not been able to use it there, I would have been able to put a lot of damage on him and push him back. I wouldn't have killed him, but it would have been safer than the situation now. He wouldn't have been invisible. Okay, Soulburn, minus 19 damage. He's forced to run away. I don't know, so maybe it wasn't the most effective in this game. That's unfortunate you got that kill. Yeah, maybe it wasn't the most effective in this game, but I'm going to keep experimenting with it. I feel like there's something there. Somewhere along the lines, the Fire Lord became one of those heroes who no one ever got him for any reason other than lava spawns. But there might be something to Soulburn, right? There might be something there. It's supposed to be balanced. The game is supposed to be balanced. I used it again here. That minus 19 damage might have come in handy. I love Purge. Those kills are so satisfying. Purging down a hero running away like a Mountain King or a Beastmaster just feels so rewarding. Blademaster is still level 1. What level am I? I'm still level 1 as well. Very micro-heavy game. This is 10 minutes. 10 minutes and we have 4 level 1 heroes. 5 level 1 heroes. That's kind of cool. Get the kill, and the game ends right there. So I think that's kind of cool too. I didn't notice that. 5 level 1 heroes in a 10-minute, 50-second game, and the entire game was action. There was no break in the action for either of us. So that's kind of cool. Look at the experience gains. 389 and 263. Interesting, right? Firelord did something. Firelord. New meta. New meta. Let me know what you think. If you could comment, or if you do comment, let me know what you think. If you could like the video, or if you could subscribe, I would very much appreciate it. If you already have, thank you, by the way. I very much appreciate it. And enjoy the rest of your day.